Cormac and Notre Dame in general. And Mike said that's the best they've shot in the first half in a long time. And they've been shooting the ball really poorly, and we knew they were better shooters than that. And I think the shots he made the first half going in, he was shooting 20-some%. And yet we knew from last year he was a better shooter than that. And we have some deficiencies defensively, changing the lineup. And we got to get better at that. But I didn't think anybody did a very good job, from our coaches to our players, except for maybe Hauser, and AJ played okay. And I thought Hauser played very well, did the things we wanted done. So we could use the excuse that we're tired. I really don't think that has anything to do with not getting back in the beginning of the game or the things that we went through. I think they smashed us in the mouth. They deserved what they got. They played harder than we did. Sure, they were off since Friday, and, we can use all those great excuses. At 20 years old, you should be able to suck it up. We had a pretty good practice yesterday, and yet I'll take the blame on the scheduling. But the players didn't do the things they needed to do, and Notre Dame did. So, questions? Well, we went under early because they haven't been making shots, and we were concerned with Lazuski picking and popping or slipping, and give them credit. They hit a couple, and we changed their coverage, and then went back to what we normally do, and we just didn't guard. We just did not. We have not guarded well, and since those two guys have gone out, we have not guarded as well, and that's, I guess, easy to say, no kidding, but disappointing. I think we're playing AAU ball or summer league ball, where shot means more than guarding somebody. So we're going to have to get back to working on that. In fairness to our guys, we have had zero practice time in the last week, zero, because of the travel and everything. So I guess I got to take some blame for that. They don't.
Coach, where do you go from here on this loss?
Oh, I got a lot of them. I got 200 and some, so it's not a big deal. I've been there before. I've done it. Just disappointed that we didn't do the things we were supposed to do. Marty took a step backwards. He's been really playing well, and Tyson. In fairness to him, he found out after a pregame meal that a close family member died, and that was going through pregame in tears. So that was another distraction, some way or another. And so we'll get through that. He'll play better. I don't know when we'll maybe get Jaden back. That would help. If not, the guys that are playing have to get better. And I think we will. I really do. I'm worried about it.
Close to, I know he's going through warm-ups, but was
Yeah.
there ever a thought?
No. I told you guys, that I probably wouldn't play, and I don't have time to make a play to win a game. I got a season to win. And so, in my mind, we have a standard that he had to practice 4 days before he'd go, and he just couldn't practice 4 days because we didn't have 4 days. But is he better? Yeah, he's better. But is he ready to go? I don't know, because he hasn't practiced. So I'll figure that out, and then we'll make a decision. We have to take our mandatory day off so the NCAA doesn't slap our hand. We'll do that, and then we'll practice Friday and Saturday and see if we can get ready for Sunday. It's not going to get any easier. It just Shazam, we got a home game. We just got to make sure people at Breslin know to find their way to the gym, and maybe our staff and coaches too. So.
Tom, 42 twos, 12 threes tonight. It's not like you shot a million from deep. Did you like the shots you got?
Marty gets the ball downstairs. He's got a drop step dunk, and he spins around. I thought we had too much dribbling, but I give them, let's make sure for you Domers that are here, they played awfully well. Mike did a hell of a job. They were way better defensively. I mean, if I was Mike, I'd be mad at those first 5 games personally. I mean, I'd be really mad about those first 5 games. But maybe he did it to trick me, and in that case, it worked. Because that was not at all the same team that I bet you guys covered the first 6 games. And that's good and bad. Second half, they missed some of those shots. I mean, listen, I don't know if God could have covered a few of those shots. I mean, give them credit. They made some shots and deserved what they got. If they shoot it like that and get a guy or 2 back, they're going to be a very good team.
How's Tyson doing?
I mean, it was before the game. I mean, I find out as I'm going out on the floor, and so I pull him aside as we were warming up, and tears were falling, and everybody handles things differently. Like I say, there's 2 people I try to stay away from: distractions and dirtbags. Those are my favorite 2 people that I don't want a part of. And distractions sometimes are self-inflicted, and sometimes you have no control of them. This is one of those no control of. But I think you could tell he wasn't all there tonight. He's been playing. He's been my best player. But I'm really proud of Joey. Joey had to do a lot of things. He had to guard a lot of people. We moved him around, got some rebounds. If anybody, and you talk about fatigue, because that'll be the line that I'll have 2 sets of people back home, the ones that are mad that we scheduled what we did and the ones that want to make excuses for our schedule. The worst sort of athlete, the guy who's been playing the second most minutes and plays the hardest, is Joey Hauser, and he made it through just fine tonight. So it wasn't fatigue. It was Notre Dame some and us not doing the things we need to do to adjust to something like that kind of bombardment that we got there. God, if I wasn't coaching, I would have enjoyed that game. I just kept saying to my staff, well, there's top ESPN top 8 and top 6 and top 4, and the one that he shot from way out, maybe that'll be top 1. So that was a conversation on the bench. It was a very intelligent conversation that I was having with my staff.
You had mentioned the other day about trying to get more defensively out of the air. I noticed that you went to Whitens in the second half. I mean, was some of that because of the defensive issues?
I'm trying to be polite for you Domers here. I mean, we know he struggles defensively, and yet we know he's got some offense. And the people in the summer league that went out and watched them, and every call I got, some from you guys, some from everybody else, if you guys don't know, he averaged 50 points a game in our summer league, guarded by my mother, who's 96, and my father, who's dead. And those 2 people guarded him. And yeah, it's disappointing because he's got to play better defensively. He's a very good player, and he could be a great player, but he's got to play better defensively. So we're just trying to find, but then we unplug one hole, we get better defensively, but then we get worse offensively, So hopefully, we get Jaden back, and that could make a little bit of a difference. Maybe Pierre's played too many minutes. He played 32 minutes a game out there, and he played 29 tonight. That would have been a season's worth last year. So, it's not all his fault. Some of it's ours or the situation we're in.
Tom, you say not really fatigue physically, but is it a fatigue of focus when you go from that
Yeah,
many different styles of opponents?
I just hate making excuses, but I'm to blame. I made the schedule. I mean, it was the 2 trips to the West Coast. I mean, it was the lack of practice time. We're not Allen Iverson. We're not that good. See, we need practice, okay? And so the lack of practice time, I think, really hurt, especially when you're trying to move new people in. We needed to work with Pierre defensively after his fatigue. We needed to work with our bigs a little bit more, and we'll do that. We'll get better. This team has done some incredible things. If we would have won tonight, I said to myself, to my staff, it'd be one of the greatest starts in in my 28-year career. I thought 6-2 would have been a phenomenal start under the circumstances of injuries, fatigue, and the schedule we played. 5-3, I'm not quite as excited about. But I've had starts where we're 17-0, and I said tonight would have been the best one. And we didn't get it done. And we didn't get it done as coaches. We didn't get it done as players. We all got to take some, and we got to give credit. I hate when I do that. We got to give credit to a team that was very well coached and did a hell of a job defensively, that shot the daylights out of the ball. And since I'm good friends with Mike, I would like to say to his team, where in the hell have you been? Because that's a good damn team if they're playing as hard as they did tonight, and if they shoot it anywhere near. Now, the second half, as you know, they didn't shoot it as well. We cut it down to 14 and missed a wide-open 3, and then, but I'm not sure we could have come all the way back anyway, but it was a little more human the second half, and they actually missed a couple shots.
Got time for one more if there is.
When you noticed those first 5 Notre Dame games, what did you see on defense that maybe wasn't so buttoned up versus what they did today?
Well, it wasn't bad. I mean, they held people to, but the people they were holding weren't good at teams, you know. And I just thought today there was energy. The crowd was great. It was like I said, if I wasn't on the losing end, it would have been a fun game to be a part of. But and when you make threes, like a lot of them, like how many did they make? 8, 9, 7, 8 first half. That energizes your defense. Hell, I could have guarded somebody if I was making threes. You know, it would have energized our guys too. And I mean, I didn't even look here at a couple of things, but you know, we have 8 turnovers and we have 3 in the first 2 minutes. We'll take 8 turnovers every day of the week. We didn't, you know, we let them out rebound us, which I think we're a little better rebounding team. But when they don't miss a shot, there's no rebounds to get, so you don't get any rebounds that way. I just thought they defended well and they made shots. And when you got 5 guys that can shoot it like they do, Korniak, he really, you know, he's struggled. But he hasn't struggled for his career. So, I mean, we tried to tell our guys, you know, you're watching film and you're seeing who they're playing, and then you're seeing shots that are missed, and you say he's shooting 27% from the 3, and you know he's a 40% career shooter. You're trying to sell that all in one day, and I didn't do a very good job selling it, but we knew it. We called him the most dangerous guy, and I think they got other better players even. I don't know if they're better, but he's smooth, he's efficient. I'm a fan of his, unfortunately. Anything else? Thank you, guys.